angle to the right. Fake. Here's a look. A flop pass to the end zone. And touchdown, Oklahoma. A lot of this. And he's run out of body. And he's sacked. He is sacked. Sooner fans, about 30,000 in attendance, cheering their team as Oklahoma is the 89th Rose Bowl game champion.
Caught at the 9-yard line to the 10, and a 51-yard kick to the 20, to the 25, 30. Oh, what a great run to the 40. He could go all the way. 50.
Kick. Oh, it's blocked. Straight blocked. They're straight blocked it into the end zone. And the Sooners are going to recover for a touchdown. Short drop, looks down the middle, lobs a long pass downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the Sooners are Big 12 champions. Tremendous.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the program today with Bob Stoops. I'm Dean Blevins, 52-28, and we know what happened in the second half, so let's start with the first half, Bob. You roll out to a 38-0 lead, and about as well as you can play, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That first half, offensively, defensively, offensively, you know, we scored on every possession, touchdowns and one field goal. In defense, I believe only yielded maybe 40 yards the entire first half and 2 first downs. Everything was really going about as well as you could. And that sometimes is a problem. You get up 38-0 at halftime. In the second half, guys, you know, just you don't have the same intensity, and then you get some 2s and 3s in there that, again, just need to play at a better level. But that's a good problem to have. Hopefully our guys will mature from it and realize what they need to do, you know, in those cases to finish games, you know, like they started. But to play like we did in the first half, when you look around the country, some teams have, you know, struggle or you know, after a big game at Alabama, you come back and our guys are still focused, ready to play, business-like, and take care of business. It's fun to coach guys like that, and I appreciate our players being ready to play and playing like we did to have such a great lead.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone have a 21 first down advantage after the first half. It was 23 first downs to 2.
We really, again, we have probably the most complete half, you know, of any time that we've been here. You know, to come out and to play like that, and you know, Fresno's picked to win their league. I don't know, people, you know, they're a good team. We maybe in that first half didn't maybe show it that they were, but we're, you know, the way we played, we really executed well, and that's positive. Just the execution on offense, the run game came around in a great way. Jason White has just been playing in a great way in getting us into proper run plays, but also throwing the football. He's just throwing it, 4 TDs, no interceptions, over 300 yards, great completion rate, really playing in a great way. In defense, I think through 3 quarters yielded 100 yards, and that's pretty strong, you know, the way we're playing.
You know, when you look at Jason White, Coach, if you had told the average fan that not only would he be healthy and feeling good at this point, but he would have played at that level consistently, they probably would have trouble believing that. You guys did believe that, and you also believe that Chuck Long's offensive philosophy put him in positions, did you not, where he could have success?
Definitely. We've been really excited about how Jason has progressed. So, you know, I think people are seeing why we've been so excited about what the opportunities would be for him. Our receivers are making big plays. Our running game's coming around, and our offensive coaches, Coach Long, Coach Wilson, and the group of our offensive coaches who do a great job, and we're more diversified in what we're doing, and it's harder for the defense to put their finger on exactly what we're doing. And I think that's helping Jason in his execution. And he's doing a nice job understanding what we want and getting us in and out of good and bad plays.
All right, stay with us. You will want to see the highlights. They were aplenty for the Sooners in yesterday's run. Back in a moment.
How proud of you of your receivers today?
Words can't describe it. You know, they had a great game today, and you know they make the offense look good with some of the catches they have, and you know the yards after the catches they had today was big. So, you know they had a great game. They keep improving every week, and that's something we're looking for.
I think we just clicked, like you said. no groove. We just start clicking, coming as one, and everything opened up. Plays worked out like they were supposed to work out from the get-go.
You know, we just felt real confident. We felt we can do basically anything we wanted as an offense, not taking anything away from Fresno State, but because those guys play hard. But we just felt as an offense, you know, we're coming together, and that's how we feel right now. We're clicking at the right time.
It just seemed like everything was just flowing. From the run game to the pass, play action, everything just gelled. It was just smooth.
You saw Jason White talking about his offensive line, but also the receivers. And Bob, yards after catch has really been something you have emphasized.
Definitely, our receivers really made a bunch of big plays. You know, yesterday, again, running with the ball after catches. Mark Clayton especially made some super ones. You know, Brandon Jones had, again, a big day. Juwan Rankins made some special plays, too. So all those guys are jumping in and making plays when they have the opportunity. And also, again, pleased with the way our offensive line played. No sacks, again. Really picked up in the running game, you know, just executed it in a much better way. So we're coming around, and hopefully that'll continue.
All right, let's see the first quarter highlights. Oklahoma, Fresno State. Sooners will rack up 38 in the first half. And Bob, talking to the troops before you get going.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to wish them good luck individually before the game. I kind of make my rounds during stretch. And here we are taking the field.
And another record crowd for Oklahoma. Of course, with the stadium being expanded, you expected last week's crowd to be big 2 weeks ago, but this one bigger than the one 2 weeks ago. Sooners receiving, and we'll have it on the 20-yard line to start things out.
Right off the bat, go with the play-action pass, and just picks up a few yards there. Jason White to BJ, Brandon Jones. Come back-to-back passes to open up the game. And look at Mark Clayton again, avoiding and breaking some tackles, making a good run. Really a great job there by Brandon Jones blocking downfield, Mark using his block. It's an excellent play by Mark. Watch it again. Jason delivers the ball quickly, which gives him time to catch the ball and break out of a tackle. Makes a couple of guys miss him. Excellent run.
Bob, it seems like with Clayton, he gets his head jerked around to see where the defender is about as well as anyone you have.
He does, and he's just very competitive. That's what a great way, I think, to describe Mark is he's really competitive, going for the ball, getting open, and then when he has it, to make something happen. I think they jumped over. There was a pass interference over the top of us on our back. Here we allow penetration up inside, and they drag Ronaldo down for a loss, which hurts. Here we get a little bit of pressure, and he's well covered. Brandon Jones trying to get a flag, but they had him well covered. Here's a third down.
3rd and 16.
A lot of protection, and we're just not able to time up the corner right there and force our first field goal.
Trey DiCarlo on, and it's from 41 yards, and quickly Oklahoma on the board. 13:36 remaining in the first quarter. 3-0 Sooners.
I believe that's the only field goal of the half. The rest we're going to go on and score, I believe, every possession. They start off with a screen that's well played by Derek Strait.
They tried to get outside, mostly to Berrien, and your cornerbacks were in a position where they had to make that tackle.
And Antonio really did 90% of the time, really was out there and made great plays on, on those quick throws. Good defense. Rodney Poole, I believe, up there with that tackle. Here's a 3rd down play. That's misfired. Good coverage by Antonio Perkins, and force a good punt.
This one goes 51 yards and will be returned 5 yards by Perkins. And so 3 and out for Fresno. Sooners have it from the 35-yard line.
There we are in the I formation, which we hadn't been in much this year. Good protection, Mark Clayton. Look at Mark again, making people miss him, fighting with the football. Good pickup.
That was on 2nd and 5, good for 8 yards.
Look, he just has a knack.
He picks up everything there is.
He's stronger than he looks.
Ronaldo goes for 8.
Nice, we call that a counter play because he looks like he's going one direction and he comes back and counters coming the other direction with the blocker. It's a good pickup. It was a good play for us all day. Not much on that one.
And there won't be much on this one as well, which sets up a 4th and 1 at the 43, and you decide to go for it. And
well, just had confidence that we could make it, and really didn't make it by much, but there's Kewan Jones powering it and fighting to just make it and keep the drive going. Good defense there. You get deflection. Here's a nice screen. Here. Nice screen pass, good blocking, and again, good running by Juwan Rankins, making people miss him, hitting a big gain. Really a great play. Juwan makes some nice cuts right here as you watch him. It's good blocking out here. See the big boys out there in front.
What's the best thing about Rankins?
Well, he's a lot like Mark Clayton, and he's competitive. He's got great hands. You know, he can make people miss him. Good route runner. He's a solid receiver.
Kewan Jones.
Nice job there by Kewan, running tough up inside. Once he's hit, he still gets a couple more yards. And there's J.D. Runnels out in the flat. They were playing our power, we call that off-tackle play that we run so well. They were hunkering down and playing that so tough. Coaches felt like if we ran this play to slip the fullback out, he'd be wide open, and sure enough, he was.
J.D. Runnels sure doesn't mind getting it on that end, and Fresno is being blanked at this point, but a block extra point.
Just need to get the ball up higher. We're, you know, extra points like that or just chip shots, we've got to get the ball up sooner. That's just a guy jumping over the top that everybody does.
So that was a lower kick?
Yeah, he just kicked the ball a little lower than usual.
Jeff Grady, Tommy Grady's older brother, incomplete. Good tackle there by Brandon Everett.
They stick it in there in a nice hole. That's going to happen, but we're in tight coverage there, and Brandon Everett gets a good solid hit on him, and Antonio wasn't far off from the corner spot either. And here's Antonio with good tackle, help from Dante Nicholson. Only a gain of 1 or 2. You know, they threw probably 8 or 9 of those during the day. Dante Nicholson out there with a good tackle in the open field. I believe it's a 3rd down. Come with a blitz. Nice break up there by Teddy Lehman. Nice break on the ball.
So Oklahoma gets it back there, you see, at the 29-yard line. Sooners taking off on another touchdown drive.
Nice catch there by Brandon Jones, and good timing, good throw by Jason. Good protection. Good blocking out on the perimeter. Brandon Jones, J.D. Runnels out there in front of Ronaldo. Ronaldo's running hard. Overthrown.
3rd and 8.
Good protection. Look how much time Jason has to throw to find Will Peoples. Good to see Will back in there. Will made a few plays and working his way back in there, feeling better. Good protection. Jamal Brown out there on the edge. Kelvin Shashan, Vince Carter up inside, blocking people. Gave Jason good pocket there to find someone.
Jones for 7.
Nice run by Kewan Jones right here as you watch him fight up inside. I believe that was that counter play again. Here we try a sprint. And, BJ usually is going to catch that. That's one of our few drops.
4th and 2.
See J.D. Runnels out in front of Kewan Jones with a good strong block. You watch his helmet pop out or pop off right there with a good hit. Kewan does a nice job turning the corner for the 1st down.
I don't know if you get fullbacks with pancake blocks, but he had him one right there.
J.D.'s an excellent player, I can tell you. Here we tried B.J. on the reverse, and one guy played it well. He stayed at home like he's supposed to and couldn't pick anything up. Here we let the blitz come, as you see, and sneak the screen out. Good cut there. A couple of good cuts by Kewan Jones for a good pickup. And he's got to know people are chasing him. And watch Davin Joseph, who's going to be on the show with us here in a little while. Davin heads up play, recovering the fumble. Look at Kewan, makes a bunch of people miss him. But see the ball loose right there. Someone comes from behind and strips it. He's got to keep that ball tighter. Look at Davin in there. No one's going to get that ball from Davin, I'll tell you that.
No, he's pretty far downfield as well.
He's a 2-time high school national wrestling champion. heavyweight national wrestling champion as a sophomore and a junior. And then as a senior, I don't know, we'll have to ask Davin what happened. But let's see us power it right in there. It's a good job, you know, sticking the ball in, and O-line got good push, and Ronaldo Works slammed it in behind him.
After one, Sooners leading 16-0. Stay with us. Fresno 3 and out. Sooners take it 1st and 16 from the 12 after a penalty.
But too many penalties. Look at all day to throw by Jason. Avoids one rusher, comes off late. Can't find anybody, so he sneaks up there and gets about 3-4 yards off of the scramble. Good run up inside there by Kewan Jones and good blocking.
Picks up 8, 3rd and 1.
Nice job again on that's our power play we call the off-tackle power play, and Kewan Jones again with a good pickup. Good job by Jason feeling the rush, stepping up. We're trying to get a big one to Brandon Jones, but they're down there covering it pretty well.
Good run here coming up. Pick up a 13 yards.
Nice job. Ronaldo Works turning the corner, getting his pads low and finishing the run off. Nice throw and catch out there to Jawan Rankins. He got a soft corner and they take advantage of it. Come back with the same play, pick up 6 more.
Just like corner sitting back, you just take what they give you?
If you're in those situations, yeah. And nice run there by Ronaldo to get the most out of that, and picked up the 1st down, I believe.
Yeah, he did. 1st and 10 here. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here we come with a boot. You see there they have a blitz on, and Davin Joseph just gets in front of Jason White to give him time to deliver the football. And J.D. Reynolds, again, good athlete out there in space, as strong as J.D. is. Watch the blitz. Kewan Jones picks up one guy. Davin Joseph picks up the other. Jason steps up, delivers the ball. J.D. has excellent hands and really is a good runner with the football.
Well, they can't get him down there, Bob.
He's a powerful guy and an excellent athlete. Here we come with another off-tackle run. Sets up the play action. Got Brandon Jones right there in the middle for a touchdown. Good play. See Jason just sidestep, buy himself a little time. You know, just sticks the ball exactly where you want it. BJ does a nice job getting it in the end zone.
And the Sooners are stunning Fresno State 24-0.
Well, the book on this, too, this is a 2-point play. We were up 22-0, and the book says if you're, you know, you want to be up 24, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. And the way they were rushing, we felt we'd just be able to sneak it in and get up 24. So instead of a 2-point play, we just ran that, and fortunately it worked and got us up 24. Not a very good kickoff with the wind, just mishits it. And we miss a tackle. We got some guys flailing around. Really poor kickoff coverage right there. It's, that has to improve along with our punting game if we're going to be the kind of team we hope to be this year. Good tackle again by Antonio Perkins, just a short pickup.
Lance
good coverage.
Banged up on this play.
Yeah, he just gets hit head on, and it's one of those injuries where you get hit in the front and it snaps the leg back, and your ligament, you know, has a hard time holding up with that. Feel sorry for Lance. He's a great player for us, and I hate to see that happen. But we'll have to go on, and you know, they'll do a good job with Lance. He does have a redshirt year if that's what we, you know, he or we end up choosing to do. And hopefully get them back.
Ronaldo Works for 3, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, they come with a blitz off the edge that surprised us and tripped us up. Big 3rd down pickup here. Did Jason go through all his reads, and really an excellent catch and run by Lance Donnelly on 3rd down. Here they come with another blitz. Jason still gets the ball up, and there's BJ, makes a great catch. He's a big target. Great ability to get up after the ball. Watch Jason with the blitz coming right at him, throws a perfect pass, and BJ goes up strong and pulls it down. That's a heck of a catch.
Well, you hear about balls that only your guys can catch, and that's the case on that ball.
That's right. We had a a double cut on there, and they end up holding Mark Clayton, so we pick up another first down. He had beat the guy reached out and held him. Here they come off the corner with another blitz, picked up well by J.D. Runnels. Ronaldo finds an excellent seam, good run. Ronaldo and all the guys out in front of him blocking. You see some of them, Jamal Brown. There's Brandon Jones with a good block. J.D. Runnels at the point of attack. Kelvin Shoshone there chasing him.
Another run coming up here as Lance Mitchell heads to the locker room. That was a 16-yard pickup, 15-yard line.
Again, excellent run there by Ronaldo, feeling, letting his blocks take place and turning it up for a touchdown. Watch again, there's a good hook block, reach block there by Jamal Brown. JD's out in front of him. Kelvin Shoshone diving at somebody, and Ronaldo gets it in.
31-0. So Fresno gets it at the 20-yard line, just shell-shocked as Oklahoma playing flawlessly to this point.
Good tackle by Teddy Lehman.
Pickup of 1.
We have Teddy now at the Mike backer position in this series, and Gayron Allen in at the will position, the weak side backer spot. Good job on the screen pass. Antonio Perkins beats the block, makes a great tackle, force another punt.
Perkins will get a chance on this one. He'll have a return of 17 yards.
We're doing our best to try and get Perk some yardage. We're let a few people chase back to the football, and we need to continue to build our return unit, get some better blocks, and give them more opportunity.
1:33 remaining here in the first half.
Nice pickup, throw and catch. Will Peoples, again, good to see Will getting back and making some plays. Nice stiff arm there by Ronaldo Works, and he drops the ball. Unfortunately, goes right back to him. He's got to hold that ball tighter. Gone 2 straight games without a turnover, and we don't want to get one. Good pick up there again, Jason White to Brandon Jones, and they misfired that, which was unusual. Brandon was wide open in there, and you don't see him miss those very often. Excellent throw and catch. Mark Clayton with an excellent catch up there in the seam, and Jason sticks an excellent ball in there. Again, he has a lot of time. Fake it one way, trying to draw the safety over, and sticks it right in there to Mark. Nice throw and catch.
Garrett Strait, Davin Joseph standing by. What a half for the Sooners, 38-0. Stay with us. Welcome back to the program. Sooners leading at halftime 38-0. And Coach, one of the reasons your club is ahead 38-0, sitting to your left and to my right.
Yeah, we've got good company here, Dean, definitely. To my left, we have Davin Joseph, a sophomore offensive guard right out of Miami, Florida. And Derek Strait, a senior, one of our captains. Derek Strait is from Austin, Texas, a starting cornerback now on his 4th year. Derek has a chance here. We keep him knock wood, safe from injury, to start more games than any other Sooner in the history of this program. If he starts throughout this entire year, that's pretty special. But Davin, we were talking earlier. Now you're a 2-time state national champion wrestler, sophomore and junior year, right, in high school. Now, what happened your senior year?
Senior, a little bit more competition, I guess. I ain't doing what I was supposed to.
Were you in as good a shape that year? Or?
Maybe I was pushing it that.
Too many recruiting trips, maybe?
Yeah, that could have been it, too.
Derek, it was a first half. I guess you ended up coming out of that first half. And by the way, how you feeling?
Oh, I feel good. I mean, just getting in there for treatment and everything. But other than that, it's just little bumps and bruises.
What a first half, though. What a first half performance by not only yourself, but the entire defense and offense.
Yeah, I mean, the offense stayed out there. They had a great first half. They kept the ball. We got a lot of rest. And our defense, when we was out there, we did what we needed to do.
You see some plays here, Derek. There's you out on the perimeter. You show up on a lot of those screens. Tell the fans what you're looking for when you're rolled up in that tight position when there's 2 or 3 of them receivers out there.
Basically, Coach Mike Stoops, he teaches that, if like all the receivers in the back is on one side, then look out for the screens and things like that. And it was a new play we hadn't seen before, but I had just took it from just from him beating it in our head that, and, you know, if they all on one side or whatnot, just be prepared for a screen. And I just read it and just went for the tackle.
What would be your #1 strength in your opinion?
I would just say using all my techniques and my ability out there on the field and taking what I know from film and studying all that out on the field.
Yeah.
Derek's a very smart player as he plays, on top of being very talented. And Davin, we ran the ball, you know, really starting to pick up in our run game last week. I know we've been emphasizing it and it's coming. What were some of the keys of why we were able to run the ball maybe a little bit more in this game?
I think we'll just get more physical this game. Everybody's getting healthier and starting lines back now, and I think we just have our confidence back. You know, putting in a new run game too is working pretty well right now.
It's probably fair to say too, as you watch some of the plays, you know, people expect you to start the season off like you ended the season before, and that's really not realistic, is it? And it takes time to polish runs and to get your timing down and to develop your blocking system.
Yeah, it's just, you know, everybody has to click. Everybody has to be on the same page, and sometimes it's hard to come up with the first game or second game and everything just works. But we're going to get it though.
What's more difficult for the people they might find this interesting? Is it harder to pass protect or run block?
I'll say pass protect, because, you know, it's just so many different blitzes and twists and everything, and everybody has to be on the same page. Run blocking is just attitude. That's all run blocking.
And your attitude, I guess, is to make sure that your star quarterback doesn't pull himself up off the ground very often.
Yeah, we're trying to protect Jason as good as we can right now, and we're trying. And shoot, no sacks in 2 games, I guess that's somewhere to start.
And Derek, we seem to be playing a little better defensively overall, you know, just in 3 games. What are some of the reasons for that, you think?
Pretty much just like Davin was saying, it's just gelling. We getting used to playing with each other out there on the field, and you know, we have about 9 starters come back, but we still need to gel with like Dante Nicholson and all those guys. Just had to, you know, you just got to be out there and experience those type of things.
How do you go into a ball game like this following an emotional game at Alabama? And a lot of people who'd seen Fresno know that they can be a dangerous club. How do you go out and get yourself ready to play so you can get ahead 38-0?
Just taking what you know from the whole week and taking it out there to the field. I mean, because like I said, coaches always have great game plans, and it's just us going out executing. They can call a bad play, but if we do what we need to do as a team on defense, then it won't be a bad call.
Thanks for coming. Good luck to you the rest of the year, and good luck on getting that record, Coach. You stopped that.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right,
Derek.
Davin, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, third quarter action, Sooners and Fresno coming up in just a moment. Welcome back. Sooners up 38-0. We'll get back to highlights in just a second, but I think that's the best, probably certainly most fun part of the show is when you bring on some of your players.
Oh, it is. These guys are great personalities. Derek and Davin, both excellent students. And I meant to ask Davin, his mom makes the best sweet potato pie. And she usually will send some out here for us coaches. And I know when we were recruiting them, she always had it in her house. But we should have had them with the recipe if we were thinking ahead.
So 38-0 challenge for you. You said after the game that, man, you just don't like games like that after you get ahead. But
well, things sometimes can get a little sloppy. It doesn't take much to lose your focus or lose your attention to detail, and when you do, things don't go as well. And Fresno is a good team, though the score may not indicate that. And then, you know, you get some 2 second-teamers and third-teamers in there, and things don't hold up. But at the end, it usually results in a headache, and I had one by the end of the day.
Well, that's a pretty good deal when rankings are out and Sooners are a stronger #1 than they were going into the day, so maybe that'll help the headache. Let's go back, Bob, to the highlights. Second half, kicking off.
A good kick, force a touchback, which, you know, when you have the win like that, Trey's capable of that. Good run defense. Dante Nicholson there at the point of attack and stops it up, and host of guys, Dusty Dvorak, I guess, there, and Teddy Lehman. Here we come with the blitz, and we have them about to be sacked, and one guy loses contain and allows them to pick up a first down. If we just would have contained right there, the quarterback kept them inside, we would have had another sack.
All right, 2nd and 8 here, and the Sooners will get a stop on this series.
Good defense there. You see a host of guys, Ron Allen, Dante Nicholson hitting them. Good blitz there. Almost intercepted. I think it was Brandon Shelby jumping over, getting pressure on the quarterback.
Sooners get it after a punt on 4th at the 24-yard line. You got to look there at Vince Carter. Coach, how much did he play and how
Vince played the whole game, really, and seemed to play pretty well. And this is our first punt of the game, and it's blocked. You see a guy come around the corner. Our tackle doesn't get out to the position he should and pick up the man he should, so he partially gets it. And but that's attention to detail again. We had not punted the entire first half. We come out and our offense goes 3 and out, you know, just not quite where they were the first half. And here's defense goes back out, not quite where they were, gives up a pass after the punt team's failure. And so it just, it doesn't take much to look like an average team.
And 3rd and 8, and this will go to Berrien for the touchdown.
Here we come with pressure. We just about hit him. The receiver crosses on us, and he does a nice job diving into the end zone. We're not far off. We almost get him with the pressure, and Dante's just a step behind, but they execute it. And again, the margin for error isn't very big, and they put it in on us.
Pick it up, 3rd and 16 from the 11.
Good protection. He has all day to throw. Eventually finds Brandon Jones. Brandon, good job fielding somebody coming up behind him, tucking the ball away. Look at that wall of protection. Eventually somebody sneaks through, though.
Chuck Long is always talking, Bob, about the mobility. That isn't necessarily the ability to sprint, but it's to buy time.
As you see him, he has a great feel. He has a great feel for the pocket and for, you know, defender without looking at him, just feeling it. Here, now we have a different guy that gets pressured off the corner and backs all the way up into our punter, and just very poor. That's something that we'll have we may spend a couple of full practices just on that. We'll get it straight. There isn't any magic to it, and it's something that we're going to get straightened out. Good defense. We're going to stop them here. 3rd down, come with a blitz. They try a screen that our D lineman, I couldn't see who it was, sniffed it out, and then we forced them to miss a field goal.
So the Sooners make a 1st down, end up punting, though, and Fresno State has it back.
Nice pickoff there by Brodney Poole. He's got a lot of ability to cover a lot of ground and gets out there on the double cut and makes a nice catch.
We'll see a couple of replays on this one. Pretty good athlete, isn't he?
He is. Brodney, he just needs to continue to mature and gain some experience and, you know, and competitiveness as he does. And you see here, he's got a lot of ability and makes a good play on the ball right there.
That will end the 3rd quarter, and the Sooners go into the 4th, leading 38-7. All right, pick it up, 4th quarter action, 3rd and 5 for the Sooners.
Again, nice throw there, and you see Mark Clayton again fighting through tacklers. Good strong catch, good pickup here. See Jason again with the perfect pass, and there's Mark again fighting, trying to make something happen.
And he does end up getting 22 yards.
It's a play action pass, again, a good pocket, and Juwan Rankins with an excellent catch over the middle and got the wind knocked out of him and bruised his ribs a little bit, I think, but seems to be fine, went back in and played.
Kewan Jones gets 1 yard. It is 2nd down.
Nice rollout pass, and again, Mark Clayton with the catch. Play action pass. They were playing the run so hard on those off-tackle runs. Again, Lance Mitchell there, Lance Donnelly with the with the nice catch, good play action, brings everybody up. Just slipped Lance Donnelly in behind him and a good touchdown.
So a product of a successful day running the football helps you there?
Absolutely. And you know, we struggled on some of those third and fourth downs, as you saw, just barely getting them because they were bringing so many people up to defend them that we tried to loosen them up and get a few plays like that in there. Again, real strong tackle by Antonio Perkins out in the open field. Just picks up 2 yards.
Score is 45-7 right now.
Here's a screen that just split us. You know, you see 2 guys there close to making the play. There's poor tackling. Antonio Perkins eventually runs them down, but really a poor job there on the point of attack. You don't see us miss many tackles like that. And that's what happens when you give up a big play. You usually end up giving up scores.
Bryson Sumlin, the 5-yard touchdown, and Fresno is on the board with 14 points. Oklahoma 45-14. Dante Hickson will get some action right now at the running back position.
Dante seemed to run pretty strong. You know, we've got a lot of second and third team linemen in there. See Paul Thompson there with the throw. Short of the first down. Watch him right here. He faked out the camera. But Paul kept the ball, had an option going. You see what an excellent athlete he is running down the field. Maybe we'll see it again. Even took out the field judge there on the side. But as you watch it, well, you don't see him pull the ball off of the fake. And excellent job of running with the football and gives us a different dimension out there on the edge with him.
Well, it was a tri-angle fake there because 3 cameras were faked out.
Good strong run, good blocking up inside, and Dante does a nice job running the football.
Well, he played more, played a little bit earlier, Bob. What's the thinking with him? Is he just getting more of an opportunity? Hickson?
Yeah, he's getting his opportunities, you know, here and there as they come, and he's making the most of them. He's running hard, taking care of the football. Good blocking right here, good run, just still pounding it up inside. Chris Chester, as people notice, is at center right now, 65. We changed from 84 to 65, and there's Paul Thompson again, fakes the handoff, follows his block up inside. This is a designed play, and punches it in for a score on third down. Good play.
Chris Chester, of course, the tight end. Do teams have to be concerned about Thompson and his running ability in their preparation?
Absolutely. And there's Coach Pat Hill does an excellent job at Fresno. Year in and year out, they win 9, 10, 11 games and won their bowl game a year ago and expected to win their conference here this year.
I know we have a lot of viewers, Bob, curious about Lance Mitchell's situation. What is his status and what are your options?
Well, in all likelihood, he's out for the season, and from there we'll adjust with the linebackers that we have. You know, there's Wayne Chambers, Gayron Allen, Lewis Baker, you know, Clint Ingram. We're going to see what's best. That'll take us a few days here in practice and through the week to be certain on that. But all those guys are capable. They all are players, and they'll get more snaps now and have an opportunity to help us win.
We often say this, but I know you feel it, that he's the one you feel worse for. I know I saw you after the game and some of the other coaches, and they, you know, everybody was talking about the impact on the team. They said they felt so much worse for him.
Well, sure, we'll be okay. We've got a lot of guys that are capable of playing, and I don't want to downplay the importance of Lance because he's a great player for us. But you do, you feel bad for any young man, and not our school or any other school that that happens to, that's playing so well. And here it is, their senior year, and you just feel for him. But you know, you got to think in the end, though, for Lance, there'll be something good can come of it. He's got another year to play, which helps, and so you know, so hopefully he'll make the most of it and be able to come back.
All right, Sooners taking on UCLA next. When we come back, we'll talk about that. Time now for this week's OG&E Power Play of the Game.
Second and 8 from the 22. White looks up, fires, complete to Clayton. He hits away from that to 25, to his right to 30. He's at the 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, far side. Needs a man at the 30, and he's out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line at the 20.
That's your OG&E Power at the speed of life. The Sooners had a special guest with them on Saturday. 8-year-old Tyler Martin from Broken Arrow was with the team for the whole day. Tyler has cancer, and thanks to the Sooners and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, he was able to fulfill his dream by hanging out with his favorite team. He was given the first game ball after the contest by the coach and made sure he got every Sooner to sign it.
I wanted to meet all the players. I wanted to see them play in real life. And I also wanted to see the coach.
That was special. I mean, you know, Coach was telling me that, you know, they went and they asked him, you know, if he could be anywhere, where would he go? And it was like he said, here, you know, I mean, anywhere. I mean, how many people would choose here? You know, that's special. And that lets you know that, you know, he thinks a lot of us. You know, that was a big thing to me.
That was just a special thing that happened today, and just to see the smile on his face, I mean, it's priceless, and just to be able to be a part of that was a blessing.
Oh yeah, that's, you know, anytime, you know, a kid like that, you know, looks up to us, you know, we take great pride in that, and even knowing that he could have picked anywhere else in you know, the country to go, he picked here to be here at OU, you know, and I think it all started, you know, just by how our Coach Stoops is, you know, he showed us a lot of emotion, and I think when he showed us that emotion, you know, that kind of hit us to the heart. And, you know, anytime you have a little kid right there in front of you, you know, it's always going to touch you, and it also touched me.
Tyler Martin.
Yeah, he was a good coach for the game. I tell you, Tyler did a good job, and they asked him anywhere. The Make-A-Wish Foundation tried to tell him to ask for something bigger, like we could send you to Disney World or anywhere else you want, Disneyland in California. And he held his ground. He said, no, I want to be on the sideline with the Sooners and in the locker room. And we were glad to be able to fulfill that. And our players did a great job with them. And Tyler helped us win a good game, and it was fun to be with them.
Man, what a wonderful story. Bob, UCLA comes to town, a club that has Carl Durrell as its coach, a new first-year guy at the helm, and a program that's been pretty good traditionally.
They have, like always, you know, it's kind of like when we play Alabama, when you play UCLA and these certain teams, they always have an abundance of athletes, guys that can run and play play well. And, you know, they have a new staff that's there this year. But year in and year out, they've always been a successful program. So this will be another big game. You know, this is the fourth game of our non-conference scheduling. That's been challenging, but this will be another exciting challenge for our players.
I know after this next game, you have a week break. You get some time off to get ready for a conference push. So this is one you certainly don't want to be looking past.
Well, there's no way we would. UCLA gets everybody's attention. We recognize that. So again, it's another big challenge. But I believe our players will meet it. They understand that, and we'll have a good week of practice and put our best effort out there again this week.
All right, Bob. Congratulations. Great ball game on Saturday, and good luck coming up.
Thank you, Dean.
For the head coach, I'm Dean Blevins. Thanks for watching us. We'll see you a week from right now.